What's going on, guys? It's bright and early on Labor Day. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I left my house like 40 minutes ago, stopped and got some coffee and stuff. Now we're heading to that big flea market that I've been frequenting lately. If you guys been watching my videos, you've seen me go there quite a bit. It's the largest flea market in Florida. It's like an hour away from my house, so we'll be there in like 15 or 20 minutes. This is like an especially special day. You know, normally when I go, it is what it is. It's a cool flea market. I usually do get a lot of good stuff there. But I guess Labor Day, Memorial Day, like these 3-day weekend holidays, this place is just like absolutely bananas. I would guess on a regular day, there's probably like 250 to 300 vendors if you count all the people like underneath the pavilion areas at this flea market. Well, today they expect like 1,000 vendors, so it's gonna be like 5 times bigger than my normal visit. And I was out here on Memorial Day and it was just absolutely bananas. We got all kinds of good stuff, but it's like a circus because thousands of people come. I mean, it's just crazy the difference between your average Monday and then these holiday weekend Mondays, because this flea market is only open on Mondays. And like I said, it's the largest flea market in Florida. So I mean, we're gonna go out here, and last time I was here, I just ran out of money because there was just so much there to choose from. So I'm bringing like $1,000 today. I'm sure I'll run out of money. Like I said, there's gonna be over 1,000 vendors there, so we're gonna find a lot of stuff. But I'm excited to show you guys what we find. I'm excited to bring you guys along. I'll get some footage while I'm out there because it's gonna be a damn zoo. Look at this, guys. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7:02, and they're already slammed. So I pulled in that parking lot at 7 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 11:30 and we just left. So we were there for 4.5 hours. We got all kinds of good stuff. Got some good shit in the back. Got some really good items. I think I spent like $730, give or take a few bucks, but it was a really good haul, and I'll show you guys what we got when I get it all pulled out. That place was an absolute zoo. I've never seen anything like it. I was out there on Memorial Day, but this was like a whole nother beast. I mean, there was just, if I had to guess, there was like 3,000 to 5,000 people out there. And it's a really big property. It's several acres, but still, when you pack that many people into that space, it just becomes a little overwhelming. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't normally get overwhelmed. But when there's that many people, it can be overwhelming. But I still pushed through. I got there really early. I got there right at 7 o'clock, and I found a lot of good things. So I'll show you guys what we picked up. We got this Dale Earnhardt 1998 Daytona 500 champion. It's got a hit on the back and the front, and I paid $5 for it, and the shirt should sell for like $30, 35 bucks. I got these 2 camera lenses from the same guy. He had $30 on each of them, so I made him an offer of $50 for both, and each one of these should sell for like probably around 80 bucks, 60 to $80. So I should be able to at least like almost triple my money on these. I got this Tipman paintball marker. Whenever you see these out, quick way you can test them is you just pull this slide back, pull the trigger. As long as that comes back, sets, and then pushes forward, it should work with air pressure. This one's missing a barrel, but it's not a big deal. These barrels are universal, so anybody that plays paintball will have a barrel for this. The hopper goes here. But anyways, this is a really good brand to look out for, Tippmann. They make some really high-end markers. And sometimes these paintball guns are called markers. That's why I'm saying that. But this is the Tippmann 68 carbine. The guy was only asking $10, and I should be able to sell it for like 45 bucks since it's missing the barrel and everything. But it's a really nice paintball marker. I picked up these boots for $30. I didn't find exact sold comps because I looked them up really quick, but it was a brand I was unfamiliar with. But as soon as I looked up the brand, all the sold comps were like $60, $80, $100, $120. So I knew they were good boots. The guy was asking $30, and I gladly paid $30 because I know I should be able to sell them for around $80, give or take 10 bucks. So I should like double my money and then some. The brand is Corral Boots. C-O-R-R-A-L, Corral. This was actually the last item I picked up of the day. Not the last item I'm going to show you, but the last item I actually bought that day. And I paid the guy $40 for this clarinet, and it's a Yamaha CL20, which is a really good brand. Some of these sell north of $150, $200. And I paid the guy 40 bucks, and I'm really hoping I can get around $200 out of it, but we'll see what happens. It's got the reeds and everything. It's a really good full clarinet, and it's like, I've sold a lot of these and they're usually not this clean, so I think I'm gonna do really well with this. $175 on the low end all day. Got these two canes from the same seller. Sometimes these sell really well and I just buy cool ones that catch my eye. This one was cool. It's got the naked lady on it for the handle, so you can like grab it like this and walk around. And it's pretty decent. You can tell it's more modern. It's not true vintage, but it's probably a solid like 20 years old or something. And with this cool handle and everything, this thing should sell for $40 to $50, 35 bucks on the low end. And I paid the guy 40 for both, but this one's really cool. I think I can get quite a bit of money for this. It has a really cool compass there on the handle. And then this, actually this ball untwists. And for some reason, I'm not really sure why, but there's like a tube in here. I guess the guy that sold it to me said you could fill it with whiskey, so I guess you could like sneak in a little shooter into wherever you go, which is kind of a good idea, I guess. But pretty cool nonetheless. And it's a really solid heavy duty cane, so I'm thinking I should be able to sell this one for like around 40 bucks, and I think I should be able to sell this one for $50 to $100. I'm not really sure because it's kind of a unique piece. I got these Jordans for $20. They're a little dirty, but they actually are in pretty good condition. You can tell they're not too bad. This sole's like a cream color anyway, and then you can tell they haven't been worn all that much. And the guy gave these to me for $20, and I think I should be able to sell them for like $60 plus shipping. Next item we got up is a mountain dulcimer. If you ever see these things, you definitely want to pick them up. They always do well, and most of them are handmade. So this one's obviously handmade. It's pretty old. It's missing a couple strings, and it's not like the greatest one I've ever seen. It's kind of like a lower end handmade dulcimer, but I think this thing should sell for like 60 to 80 bucks, and I only paid $10 for it. This one is a lot nicer. This one's also handmade. There's like flower etching in here. This one has all the strings, so it's like ready to be played. And I think this one should sell for $100 plus for this one. And I gave the guy 50 bucks for it, but I'm probably gonna try to get closer to 150 for it. So I picked up this Florida Fighting Gators framed art piece. I paid $20 for this. I would have never paid $20 for this to flip, and I probably wouldn't have even bought this to flip, but I'm a huge Gator fan and it's caught my eye, and I got plenty of wall space here around the warehouse, so I'm definitely gonna find a place to hang this up, and this is not for sale. Bought the Sony Dream Machine little CD player alarm clock. I actually used to have the same one in my room, and when I was done with it, I think I sold it for like $30 or $40. This one was only $3, so I scooped it up. Even if I sell it for like 25 bucks, it's good profit, small item, easy to package and ship, and I like the vintage electronics, so there again, quick, easy flip. So speaking of vintage electronics, this was probably my favorite buy of the day, or one of my, well, not my favorite, I'll show you my favorite in a few minutes, but one of my favorite buys of the day. This was the Sony Handycam. Here's the model number. All these have very specific model numbers, so they're easy to look up. This one is HDR-HC9. This thing with this little addition should sell for like $200. This is like a sports pack where you can put it on this camera and make it like waterproof and stuff. So these are hard to find in the original box. Should be $200 all day. The girl had a sticker on it that said make offer. So I offered her $50 and she quickly accepted. And I was like, dang, maybe I should have offered like 30 or something to start a little bit low, but it's okay. I gave her a fair deal and I should be able to like quadruple my money on the pickup. This was a really good piece. It's a Milwaukee, I sound like an idiot, some kind of like special saw. I'm not sure exactly, but I looked it up by the model number. It is a deep cut band saw and it is model number 6232-20. These are badass. This should sell for like $250. The new ones are selling for over $300, and this one's in like very good condition. And I paid the guy $90 for it. He had 100. I tried to offer him 80, and then we met in the middle at 90. So really good deal. I should triple on that, or almost triple. This was a really cool pickup. This was the first thing I bought of the day. I paid $40 for it, which is probably a little bit more than I would normally pay. But sometimes when I really like stuff, I'll pay a little extra for it, you know? And this was like, it's filled with these Super Bowl patches, and each patch is specific to that Super Bowl. And these go way back. I mean, this is 1969, 1968. I've seen people selling these individual on there for like $15 to $20. And I probably have like 30 or 40 patches in here. I'll probably end up selling it as a collection. I could probably get around $100 for the binder. But I don't know. I might piece it out, but probably not. I'm not really into piecing stuff out anymore. So I'll probably throw it on there for $100 as the whole binder. The 5-day auction is the best way to test the market. If I start that item out at a 5-day auction and it doesn't get any action, well then I can buy it now at $99. And then if I start out at $99 auction and it gets several bids and sells for like $130 or $150, it's just that much better, and it's like, you know, icing on top of the cake. A lot of people will not pick these up, but I love buying these. These are old plastic model cars. These ones all just happen to be NASCAR. I looked them up, and a few people are actually selling them individually, and they're getting like $15, $20 for some of the cars. And we have like 30 cars here, and I knew the guy from the auction, and I asked him how much, and he's like, man, for you, 20 bucks for all of them. So that's a great deal for me. And even if you find regular old model plastic model cars like this, you can call them junkyard lots. Even if they're missing wheels and stuff, people will buy them, and I guess they like to just kind of like refurbish them and make them perfect again. So I'll probably sell these in a few different lots, but I should make quite a bit of money on these because we have so many damn cars here for $20, and we have well over 20 cars. So we probably only got like 70 or 80 cents in each car. So this was a great pickup. I'll give you a little closer look. And they're all wrapped up, so whoever stored them did a really good job preserving them. At this model car, the guy was asking $30. I ended up scooping it for $25, but I should be able to sell this for $59.99 plus shipping. So the last item I picked up, or not the last item, so my favorite pickup of the day, I saved the best for last, was these skateboards. Here's like a little extra parts kit I got. There's some trucks in there, and these are some really old vintage wheels. These actually sell pretty well. I think I could put this stuff up on eBay as a lot and probably get around $60 for just these old wheels and truck. And then this is a nice vintage skateboard deck. It's Stu Graham Creature deck. This is probably from the mid to late 90s, and these are highly collectible. People want to, you know, buy the graphics they used to have, and the older they are, the harder they are to find, because 99% of skateboards get used and shredded. So to find them in good condition with a good clean graphic is really hard. So this one, I haven't found an exact sold comp. So most of the older skateboard decks are so rare, it's hard to find the exact same one on there. But I'm gonna start it out at an auction around like $70 or $80, and I'm pretty confident I should get multiple bids, and it should sell somewhere in the $60 to $100 range, and maybe even north of $100 depending on how desirable and rare this actual deck is. And this is an awesome pickup. It's the Vision Aggressor 2 skateboard with independent trucks, OJ3 wheels. These wheels alone are worth like $60 in used condition. These trucks alone are worth like $40 to $60. They're in perfect condition. And Independent is like one of the best skateboard truck brands. And then Vision is an iconic skateboard brand. This is an iconic skateboard deck itself. It's in pretty decent condition. It's actually usable if somebody wanted to shred it, but most of these are wall hangers nowadays. But I gave the guy $150 for everything, which is a little steep, but I love skateboarding so much I couldn't pass up the deal. With any luck, I'll get all my money back out of this complete, and then, you know, all my profit will be in that other skateboard deck and the parts back there. So we survived the madness out there. We braved the crowds. We got some really good stuff. It was a good day. It was hot as hell out there in the Florida heat, but you know, it's worth it. Sometimes you gotta make a little sacrifice and sweat your ass off. We'll put in a little bit of sweat equity to get this money, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you like these kind of videos, just keep coming back. I'm gonna keep making more content like this, and thanks again for the continued support. Peace.